We're on the record in 3 cases. The first case is cause number 319-527. Second case is cause number 324-701. And the third case is cause number 326-289. All 3 cases are styled the state of Texas versus DeMonte Reese. Mr. Reese, you can look toward the screen.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Reese, would you please raise your right hand? Mr. Reese, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth to help you God?
Yes, sir.
And Mr. Reese, how you doing, Mr. Reese?
I'm doing all right, sir. And you?
I'm doing fine, Mr. Reese.
Yes, sir.
As a defendant in a criminal case, you have 3 options. Number 1, you may hire an attorney. Do you understand that option?
On a what case?
As a defendant in a criminal case, you have 3 criminal cases here. So as a defendant in a criminal case, you have 3 options. Number 1, you may hire an attorney. Do you understand that option?
Yes, sir.
Number 2, if you do not have enough money to hire an attorney, you may request an attorney be appointed to represent you. Do you understand that option?
Yes, sir.
And number 3, you may represent yourself. Do you understand that option?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Reese, you have a face mask?
Yes, sir.
I want you to put it over your face. Thank you. If you want an attorney to represent you and have enough money to hire an attorney, the case will be reset to give you time to do so. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
If you want an attorney and do not have the money to hire one, you will need to fill out a financial questionnaire so that the proper person can determine whether or not to appoint an attorney to represent you. Do you understand that option?
Yes, sir.
Number 3, well, the next paragraph states that you may not speak to the prosecutor about your case unless you sign a written waiver of your right to be represented by an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Be aware that there are dangers to self-representation. Waiving your right to an attorney and representing yourself may result in a worse outcome for you and your case, including the loss of significant legal rights and opportunities relating to military service, possession of a firearm, housing and public benefits, child custody, immigration status for non-citizens, and employment. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
If you choose to proceed without an attorney, you may change your mind at any time and may request counsel from the court. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Want to reset this case to hire your own attorney, your case will be reset to give you an opportunity to hire your own attorney. If you have already hired an attorney, your attorney will be contacted and given the reset date and your case will be reset. If you want to apply for a court-appointed attorney, you would have to fill out a financial questionnaire for the court to determine whether or not you are eligible for an appointment of a court-appointed attorney. If you have already been appointed a court-appointed attorney, please inform the court the name of that attorney. That attorney will be contacted and your case will be reset. If you want to waive your right to an attorney and to represent yourself, please inform the court that that is your choice. Now, Mr. Reese.
Yes, sir.
Do you want your case to be reset to hire an attorney, or do you want to see if you qualify for a court-appointed attorney, or do you want to waive your right to an attorney and to represent yourself?
I have a question, sir.
Well, I can't give you any legal advice, but I mean, what is your question?
Well, for the charges that I'm being charged against, I thought I already signed for the plea deal.
I can answer that for him, Your Honor. He did in felony court. These cases in the misdemeanor court were included in his felony plea, and he was supposed to come and plea on them in misdemeanor court as well, according to the felony prosecutor.
Oh, did you hear what she said?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now what do you want to do? You want to hire your own attorney? You want to see if you qualify for a court-appointed attorney, or do you want to waive your right to attorney to represent yourself?
So I still have to follow up on the case?
These cases, these are misdemeanor cases in this court that have not been disposed of.
So when I signed for the plea deal, it wasn't in the plea deal?
I can't, well,
Because I already had a court-appointed lawyer and I signed for the felony and they ran them out concurrent with the felony.
well, these cases hadn't been disposed of yet.
I think he's confused, Your Honor, because it was part of his judgment on his felony that he was to run these cases concurrent with his felony. He just has to come to this court to plea before we can run them concurrent.
Okay, did you hear that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so what do you want to do with your case or your cases?
I pleaded guilty to him already, sir.
Okay, well, but my question is, do you want to represent yourself and handle it? Do you want to see if you qualify for court-appointed attorney, or do you want to hire an attorney?
I guess if I can represent myself and continue with the plea.
Okay, so let me do this. Mr. Reese,
Yes, sir.
there's a waiver of a written waiver of your right to be represented by an attorney that is included or that is contained in the state's exhibit number 1 in the misdemeanor plea admonishments. And it reads, I have been advised this day by the court of my right to representation by counsel in the case pending against me. I have been advised and understand that if I am determined to be indigent, counsel will be appointed to me free of charge. In the right to have counsel appointed to me free of charge, if I am found to be indigent, I wish to waive that right and request the court to proceed with my case without an attorney being appointed for me. I specifically waive my right to be represented by an attorney, to consult with an attorney before I give up these enumerated rights. It is my decision to represent myself, and I do so knowing the dangers and disadvantages of self-representation. I further elect not to request appointment of counsel. And Mr. Reese, is that your choice?
But I get so the court-appointed lawyer that I already had isn't representing me?
Not on this here. That was appointed in a different court. This in this court or in every court have lists with attorneys on it that they appoint. And we go straight down the list. We have a wheel, is what they call it.
Yes, sir.
So what is your choice? Do you want to reset the case to hire an attorney? Do you want to see if you qualify for a court-appointed attorney? Or do you want to waive your right to an attorney to represent yourself?
If I get a court-appointed, you said I have to be reset?
Yes.
So if I waive the rights to represent myself,
I can't give you any legal advice, okay? So if you want to think about it for a minute, we can I can just reset you not reset you, but give you an opportunity to do that. They can take you out and then we'll call you back in.
but I guess give me a court-appointed lawyer.
Okay. Okay, you're gonna have to fill out a financial questionnaire. There's a financial questionnaire there at the, in that facility or I guess in the next room.